Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. This is episode 27. We're getting close to 30. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, in today's episode, I think we're going to be making the graveyard, like the official graveyard, because we've had like a little graveyard in the back areas of our house. They're just kind of graves scattered around. So we're going to try and figure out a way today to change that, to actually have like a set graveyard area. Before we had this with all of our sadly, dead friends and graves for them and everything. But I think it's time that we give these guys official sites, official graves, I guess. Like, these are official, but like they're just kind of thrown here. So I'm gonna put them somewhere else. Also, quick update on the portal. The oxidization is really coming in. I think it'll look really cool when it's done. If anyone has ever wondered why I built this portal with copper and deep slate and all these other like different blocks, it fits under a theme we haven't gotten into yet, and that theme being steampunk. And we're gonna get into that a little later down the line of the series. But basically, we're gonna build a lab. That's been in the plans almost since day one. I wanted to do it for the longest time, so I figured, you know what, might as well at least have the first thing kind of be like the portal or whatever, because it's a little more science fiction, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, the graveyard's gonna be right over there. I think that's a good spot. Originally, I was gonna put the graveyard back in there, and I had actually cleared out a large section, pathed it out and everything, and I was gonna put it back there. But then by the time it was all flattened out and ready, I was like, this isn't good. So I just kind of scrapped it all. Well, it's still there. There's still a path, and we may do something with that area in the future. I just decided it would be best to build it in a different area. And I found a good area. It's kind of confined by like hills, so I think that would look a lot better. No. All right, I need some new boots. I also need to go and get... What the heck? Why is there water down here? What? It's flooding. What is happening? Okay, that's kind of weird. Lava next to the water. What the heck? This does not happen in Minecraft. Oh. There's a leak. It's like full on this whole place. What? There's just a hole in the ceiling. Wonder if it goes anywhere. Oh, what? It's like it's eroding back here. The whole water is just breaking through. They didn't like add a feature where cobblestone can be eroded by water, did they? That is so weird. I should probably get all my stuff out of there before that place fills up or anything. As always, if you guys didn't see last week's episode, I would seriously suggest checking it out. We got a lot done in the mansion, like a lot, on the inside and everything. Bruce loves it, even though he hasn't seen it yet. He loves it. I know he I know he does. And as well, leave a comment question if you want. I mean, that's totally up to you, but literally any question. You could be like, hey, yo, why have you not killed that pig over there yet? I don't know if I could answer that question particularly, but, just leave a little question and I'll answer it at the end of next week's episode. All right, so the thing is that this area is actually quite large. Like, we could have so many spots for graves and everything. Which I hope we don't ever fill this place up. It's a big area. I cut down some trees to try and prepare it, mostly the shorter ones. I still think there's too many trees in this place, but I'll figure that out later. For right now, though, we got to figure out the borders of this place. There's a few openings, which I probably need to cover with like walls made of stone and other stuff. And I'm thinking probably right here would be the best spot to kind of break it off from the outside world, I guess. I don't want to like just wall it off from the world. That sounded weird. I don't quite know how to go about this because this terrain is just so all over the place over here. Like, look, what is that? What is that? All right, so I guess the best place to start is right here in this area. So I guess we just get started then. All right, quick little montage later. I think the wall is done. I like it. I think it turned out pretty well. It goes all the way back here, like way over here. I've not actually seen how it looks on the inside here. That's alright. It's pretty good. I mean, it looks the exact same. It's literally a 1 block thick wall. So, looks like a, well, I don't know if a graveyard has a wall like this, but this one does. So now it's time to get to actually working on the inside here. Probably should actually do the rest of the walls real quick. So I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, I think I've put the walls up. I think they look pretty good. Slapped them all around the like lower areas of this place. Put a path in and chopped down a ton of the trees. And I think it's looking pretty good. Got a back door over here which just kind of leads somewhere. I don't know, we could use this eventually, but for right now it's just kind of a nice little river. But overall, I think it's ready to really start putting these graves in, and I've even got a plan for like a church type thing, or like where you'd have like a ceremony, like I don't even know how to describe it. I'm not quite sure where to put this because it's gonna be decently large. Right here could work. I need to sleep. Hold on. Yeah, I think this is a good spot right here. It fits pretty nicely. I got a little carried away building it. I was literally just gonna outline the bottom, and then I built up a bunch of the walls, and I was like, oh wait, I'm supposed to be recapping what I'm doing here, recording this bit. Anyways, I'm gonna try and make it as detailed as I can without making it look just like a, you know, stone block or something. Although I'm really not sure how I'm gonna do that. I may have to go into the creative test world and test out what kind of designs we're gonna be using for this thing. Alright, here we are in the creative test world. I haven't actually shown you guys this. This is what the test of the mansion looks like so far, and we're further ahead in the actual survival world, surprisingly. And this is what it looks like in here as well. It's very similar. I mean, it's pretty much the same. You know, the mansion's coming along. We'll probably work on that a couple episodes down the line. It takes so long to gather resources for this project because there's such a variety of them, and I need so many to actually get progress done. So probably a few more episodes and then we'll get back to work on it. And obviously there's the bee thing and the cathedral and the portal and all that. Everything's pretty much the same, to be honest. Anyways, time to get to work on this little graveyard church thing. I really honestly have no idea what it's gonna look like, the shape of it, anything. I mean, I've kind of got that square kind of base going in the actual, you know, survival world, but I don't have a clue for how else it's gonna go. So I guess might as well get started on it then. Alright, I finished the build in the test world. It took actually a really long time, but I was going through several different models, I guess. What is this lag? I think I landed on something that looks pretty good, so I guess I'll just get to building. Alright, after all of that, I think it's finally complete. It looks so cool. I like it. I think it turned out really nicely. It's got the whole bell tower and everything. You can even see the little bell up there. It's got little piles of rubble around. Got these little details thrown in there. All this light in here. Oh, I forgot to light all the candles. Now it's complete. It's so cool in here. I don't know why. I just like the look at the lights and stuff. It's going to be actually quite sad when we do actually have to use this place for any sort of ceremonies. Got this little section up here. It's just a lookout point. It's really nothing. I mean, and then the bell tower, the actual tower. You can see like actually a surprising amount of things from up here. Like we're not even that high up, to be honest. But like you can see almost all of the cathedral. You can see a little bit of the bees area, actually, way over there. You can't see the mansion, although if my render distance was higher, I bet you could see it right over there in the distance. I can't really turn it up that much because that is just an obscene amount of render distance. But anyways, oh man. Oh no! Oh, he's so fast. That was terrifying. And as you can see, it looks pretty cool in the distance there. And at night, obviously. Anyways, I think it's time to actually put some graves in here. So that means moving the old ones from the old grave patch and putting them around in here, as well as putting some default graves in around the place to kind of add to the look of it, and also ones that we could use in the future. And on top of that, I even thought, you know, we might as well build like another smaller little build, like a I don't even know what you would call it, but it's like a small grave house. You know what? I'm just gonna build it. Boom. All right. There we go. Yeah, this is what I was talking about pretty much. And this will be reserved for like special deaths, I guess, which could cause a lot of controversy depending on like who I put in here and who I don't. I really don't want this to ever happen. But for an example, if Hopper were to die, I would put him in there. All right, now it's time to... Why is there a skeleton? It's literally daytime. Now it's just time to line some graves around, I guess. All right, I think that's that. Put all the graves around, and I think it turned out really well. This actually feels like a graveyard. It's kind of cool. It's got a peaceful vibe to it, to be honest. Even though it's supposed to be a graveyard. I like that you can see the watchtower in the distance. You can pretty much see the watchtower at any point around the area of home. It's pretty cool. But anyways, yeah, I would call this a complete build today. Can't believe we got all this done. It's kind of crazy. Now it's time to move these graves. And I think that is officially it. I've moved the graves. Buddy's grave is right here. Most recent one. And then we've got the skeleton horse, Roy, and Russell. Yep, that's it. I think this build came together really nicely. Something I actually just remembered is we haven't updated the maps in like so long. Like it's been many episodes. We should do that. See how everything's coming together, because a lot has changed. I don't actually think the graveyard's going to be able to be in the map, sadly. Kind of goes off over here. That looks pretty cool, actually. It's got all the flowers from the bees. Look at all green, I guess. More of the trees, the big trees that have been growing around the place, and the paths. As well as part of the graveyard, you can kind of see with the black specks as graves and other gray specks as well. And the edge of the church thing. In the future, I'm definitely having a larger map wall. Our land is getting too big for this. Today's comment question of the day comes from Andre, and he asks, what is your favorite build in the survival series? I'm not sure, to be honest. So far, I'm really loving the mansion build, but it really kind of, it varies, you know? Because we worked on the cathedral a lot and for a very long time, and I really do like that build. I think it came together pretty nicely. It's one of my favorites, I would say. And one of the biggest reasons for that is because it's just large. It's such a large build, and it's got so much detail to it as well. It's not just like purely stone. It's got all these other blocks and all these other things inside of it that make it different, you know? I've always thought it would look really, really cool with shaders. All the windows and everything, with all the lights possibly coming through there. That would just be so cool. Hopefully one day we can use shaders on here. Otherwise, the mansion is so cool. I'm really enjoying this project, and I think it's going to come together really, really nicely as we add to it. There's going to be tons and tons of different rooms and special things that are going to be added that are going to really make the build unique. I mean, not that it already isn't, because everything else is like stone and like ruined, and this isn't at all, which is just something I wanted to like do differently anyways. Kind of break out from that just stone build. Besides, cobblestone is such a pain to gather My other choices would be like the bee thing, just because I like the area. It's a small build, I know, but it's really, really peaceful. I love how all the bees just kind of come out of this little house and all the flowers. There's so many flowers. I hope to get more in the future. I don't know if I have all the flowers yet. I haven't actually checked. And as well as that, you know, there's the watchtower and this little barn and the house and everything. Like, there's a lot of other builds that I could honestly, like, rank, you know? I could do a tier list on my favorite builds. I may do that eventually, actually. It's not a bad idea. I don't know. Watchtower's cool. I love always going up there and seeing all the builds from high up. It's always really, really cool. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what I'd choose. The graveyard came together really nicely today, so I don't know. I may choose that. But also the mansion is dope. For right now, I would say the cathedral is my favorite, but that's only because it's a complete build. Otherwise, if the mansion was done, I would honestly have to say the mansion. It's gonna look really, really cool and have tons and tons of really cool things inside of it. So I'm really excited about that build. But anyways, guys, I think that's going to be the end of today's episode. If you enjoyed, you know, leave a like, comment. I don't care. You know, do whatever. And I will see you guys in next week's episode, where we may get started on a farming area. I know we're getting some crazy builds in here, but like a serious farming area. We got this down here, but we're going to have a big one way out in the distance. I'm thinking probably over there in that flat area. I'm excited to work on that. So I will see you guys there. Peace.